Hello, everyone. I wish you a good day. Today, we're going to work on English for Medicine in Higher Education Studies. This is a general book, English for Medicine, for general English students, medical students. Now, today we're going to work on lesson 6, biology, biochemistry, and pharmacology. First, we work on new vocabulary items, as you can see here. Then we move to the exercise section. We do some exercises. Then we have a couple of tests which will help you learn the usage of the vocabulary items better. Okay, the first vocabulary part is related to this page, from analysis, anatomical to sign specialized, and other words which you can see here. And of course, we cover the words from other pages as well. Now, here is the first page of lesson 6. Now, let's get to the new vocabulary items. The first word here we have is adverse. Adverse, which is an adjective, it means not good or favorable. Not favorable, not good. Here are some examples. They fear it could have an adverse effect on global financial markets. Bad effects, not favorable effects. Climate change is likely to have adverse impacts on human health. The next word, which is a noun, is analysis. Analysis. A careful examination of something in order to understand it better. Further analysis of the data is needed. You'll get the results when the analysis is complete. The next word is anatomical. Anatomical, which is an adjective relating to the structure of human or animal bodies. All the veins were visible like an anatomical diagram with a celluloid overlay. Cellular. Cellular, consisting of or relating to the cells of plants or animals. Various molecular and cellular mechanisms give rise to epilepsy, and epilepsy genes fall into several distinct categories. Characteristics. Characteristics. A quality or feature of something or someone that is typical of them and easy to recognize. Example: what are the personal characteristics that the leader requires? Contaminants. Contaminants. A substance that makes something dirty. Autopsies have identified at least 24 different contaminants in their bodies. Convert. Convert, which is a verb, to change something into a different form, or to change something so that it can be used for a different purpose or in a different way. They converted the spare bedroom into an office. The stocks can be easily converted to cash. Here we have cycle. Cycle as a noun. A number of related events that happen again and again in the same order. A woman's menstrual cycle happens every month if she's not pregnant. Sometimes the only way to break the cycle of violence in the home is for the wife to leave. Destruction. Destruction. The act or process of destroying something or of being destroyed. The floods brought death and destruction to the area. We have a good word here: eliminate. Eliminate, to completely get rid of something that is unnecessary or unwanted. There is no solution that will totally eliminate the possibility of theft. Fatty foods should be eliminated from the diet. Now, here we have a word which is a verb, envelop. Envelop. This one is envelope. Envelope. This one is a verb, envelop. To cover or wrap something or someone up completely. Mountain peaks were enveloped in mist. At sunset, darkness enveloped the town. As I said before, this one is noun and this one was verb, and here we have an envelope as a noun, a layer of something that surrounds something else. There is an envelope of gases around the planet. Equatorial. Equatorial. Equatorial means near the equator. Near the equator. Equatorial rainforests are being destructed. Equatorial weather is very hot and wet. Generalized. Generalized, involving or relating to many things, people, or parts. An example, this action may well underlie the use of these remedies to treat generalized allergic reactions and bee stings, respectively. Identify. Identify. Verb. To recognize something or discover exactly what it is, what its nature or origin is. Scientists have identified a gene that causes abnormal growth. Abnormal is the opposite of normal. This A makes it negative. They identified a number of problem areas. Good, good so far. Now let's get to infection. Infection as a noun. A disease that affects a particular part of your body and is caused by bacteria or a virus. The baby had an ear infection. He was suffering from an infection of the lungs. The next noun is instructions. Instructions. The written information that tells you how to do or use something. Press enter and follow the on-screen instructions. Next one. Are there any instructions on how to plant the trees? Metabolic. Metabolic. Please pay attention to the pronunciation. This one is metabolic. This one is metabolism. Metabolism. Metabolic. Related to your body's metabolism. Fish normally have a high metabolic rate. Exercise can increase your metabolic rate. Now, the noun form is metabolism, the chemical processes by which food is changed into energy in your body. This drug speeds up your metabolism. The vast majority of alcohol metabolism occurs in the liver. Nucleus. Nucleus, the central part of almost all the cells of living things. One should not, however, think that the nucleus of any cell will support development if transplanted into the eggs. Prevent. Prevent, to stop something from happening or stop someone from doing something. The rules are intended to prevent accidents. His back injury may prevent him from playing in tomorrow's game. Replicate. Replicate, this is a good word. If you replicate someone's work, scientific study, etc., you do it again or try to get the same result again. There is a need for further research to replicate these findings. Separate. Separate. If something separates two places or two things, it is between them so that they are not touching each other. The lighthouse is separated from the land by a wide channel. Soothing. Soothing, a good adjective for medical students, making you feel calm. Her words had a soothing effect. I put on some nice soothing music. Here put on means play. Specialized. Specialized, trained, designed, or developed for a particular purpose, type of work, place, etc. Highly specialized plants live in desert areas. That will require significant investment in specialized accommodation, social work input, and healthcare. Another good word for medical students, therapeutic. Therapeutic, relating to the treatment or cure of an illness. Some claim that the herb has therapeutic value for treating pain. This can be pronounced herb or herb, both are right. Toxic, toxic, containing poison or caused by poisonous substances. Toxic means poisonous. Toxic chemicals were spilled into the river. This is a highly toxic pesticide, so it should not be used indoors. Now that we have covered the most important vocabulary items, here we have some tests. We have 3 tests, multiple choice tests. Let's get to the first one, which is related to adjective. The hospital is unable to provide the highly blank care needed by very sick babies. Adverse, not good. Specialized means trained. Anatomical and cellular. The best option here is specialized. Specialized. Specialized care. The next one, question 2, is related to a verb. A move towards healthy eating could help blank heart disease. Healthy eating helps eliminate, means get rid of, convert, destruct, envelop. The answer is eliminate, means get rid of heart disease. Question 3 is related to preposition by, in, on, from. Which one is correct? The police tried to prevent him blank escaping. Good, good. I think your guess is correct. Prevent him from escaping. From escaping. Now, after finishing the related multiple choice tests, let's get to page 49. 49. Good. On page 49, we have a text, Principles of Pharmacology. An understanding of the principles of pharmacology forms a key component in the study of medicine. I don't want to read this text for you because it takes time. You need to read the text, go through the text till the end of that, work on the vocabulary items, work on the words. Of course, we've so far covered at least 50% of the words, but they're not all. You need to work on them more, work on the rest. When you're finished on page 49, we have an exercise here. On page 50, exercise A. This one is important. We have some words here: eliminate, eliminate, adverse, soothing, therapeutic, toxic, characteristics, substance. Well, you first need to study the text on page 49, then go to page 50 here and work on this exercise. And before I work on this exercise, before I show you the answers, you yourself try to find the correct answers, work on the text, see if you can do it correctly. Now let's get to the answers. Page 50, exercise A. Options: eliminate, adverse, soothing, therapeutic, toxic, characteristics, substance. Guys, I want to help you. Before answering the questions, before doing the exercise, you need to know the part of speech of the words. Eliminate is a verb, adverse is an adjective, soothing adjective, therapeutic adjective, toxic adjective, characteristics noun because we have S plural, we have substance noun. So whenever you have a noun, for example, like infection, before that you need an adjective. This is so simple. If you have to, after to, we usually have a verb. If you have am, is, are, like this one, after am, is, are, we can use, these are linking verbs, we can use adjectives. So pay attention to the part of speech of the words. You can most probably answer them correctly. Let's go through the text. Pharmacology is essentially the study of drugs. Drugs are substances that are both therapeutic and beneficial. Now, here's a good word for you. Good lesson. Drugs are, this are is a verb. After that, you can have a noun. Drugs are substances that are. This are is also a verb, a linking verb. After that, you can have an adjective. So after am, is, are, you can have adjectives. You can also have nouns. This one is noun, this one is adjective. That are both therapeutic and beneficial with different characteristics. Different characteristics. Different is an adjective. After that, you have a verb, a noun, I'm sorry. Adjective, noun. Different characteristics that react on human body. Some drugs might be used in the treatment of certain diseases, for example, toxic infection. Infection is noun, before that you have an adjective. Like above, characteristic was a noun, before that we have different, which was adjective. While others are soothing, eliminate and relieve the patient's symptoms. While others are soothing, are is a linking verb. After that you can have an adjective, soothing. Here after comma you have a verb. Why a verb? Because this relieve is a verb. Relieve is a verb. This is and. Before and, after and, we should have the same part of speech. So it's eliminate and relieve the patient's symptoms. However, some drugs can have quite adverse effects. This is a very good collocation. We also had it in the text on page 49. Adverse effect, bad effect, not a good effect on human body. Such drugs are the subject of the study of toxicology, which also takes into consideration the effect of contaminants from the patient's environment. Good, everyone. Now, we have worked on one of the exercises here. We also covered some sample multiple choice tests. So you need to work on all the adjectives, all the nouns, all the verbs, and pay attention to the prepositions. We also worked on the most important vocabulary items of lesson 6, but as I told you before, these are not all the words. You need to read the text, read the whole pages, and see if the lesson has some more words or vocabulary items for you. One thing that helps you learn the words better is to divide them according to the part of speech. For example, here I have adverse adjective. I wrote it here. And here I have analysis noun, and I have here convert a verb. So when working on the words, try to write the part of speech. Here is a definition. After this colon, we have definition. And then at least try to find one example for yourself. Find one example, write it for yourself. These examples help you learn the words better. Okay, everyone, thank you. I wish you good study with your lesson. Thank you, everyone.